Good afternoon. It's Sunday. It's Sunday, January the 24th. See what time it is? I'm gonna give you a history lesson. A history lesson. Black history. Part of Black history is the haves and the have-nots. Dr. Kaye was talking about field Negroes, house Negroes, and free Negroes. Well, I came to Baltimore as a free Negro, and I'm gonna leave Baltimore as a free Negro. I was making a documentary about race and racism. The documentary started in 1986. 40 years a slave. 40 years a slave. This is bending toward social justice. Karson Institute for Race, Peace, and Social Justice. I started my documentary a long time before Dr. Karson even thought about this. You can ask Malcolm Ruff. So we're going to coexist in 2026. We're going to coexist in 2026. The struggle is real. That's Dr. Karson's, because like I said, it's a social scientific experiment. These are green cards, and I'm not an immigrant. You're not immigrants. You're representatives of the community. That's Judge Badar. We're talking about the Baltimore City Dissent Decree. See the big picture here? If you wear the mask, you got to put in the work. You wore the mask for Tyrone West, you ain't did nothing for Tyrone West. Dr. Kaye wore the mask. Morgan State University alumni wore the mask, and ain't nobody doing no work for Tyrone West. That's Judge Badar, Baltimore City Dissent Decree. You wear the mask, you got to put in the work. That's Miss Embry, and we talking about Maryland Citizens for the Arts. Since y'all wouldn't give me access to the courts, I'm going to get access to the silver screen, making a movie about all y'all, and that ain't against the law. Like I said, Black history, I'd free a lot more if you knew you were slaves. That's Dr. Kaye and Harriet Tubman. And that's Spike Lee. We're going to see who get the golden apple. We're going to play the tapes like Watergate. That's Mr. Bailey, my lawyer. And that's Dred Scott. That's Martin Luther King and John Lewis, the good kind of trouble. And that toilet is the good kind of trouble from 2011 to now. You feel me? That's my Out for Justice Award. Entrepreneur of the Year Award, 2022, Shorty Davis. All right. That's my Freedom Fighter Award, 2018, Dwayne Shorty Davis. Malcolm X Award by Malcolm by Be More News. That's me in Atlanta. All right. That's me in Atlanta. Birmingham, Alabama. All right. The Selma to Alabama run. I'm speaking up for those that can't speak up for themselves. Tyrone West, Anthony Nance, and George Floyd. All right, because I'm alive and breathing. Y'all tried to kill me on more than one occasion, but by the grace of God, I'm still here. The doors of the church is open. Talking about slavery in Maryland from 1634 to 2007. Well, from 2007 to now, we're going to talk about modern day slavery. Willie Lynch. I'm going to do it through film. Maryland Arts Day. That's from 2025. And I'm waiting for 2026. Being Black in America, Black Arts District. Racism don't work without Black cooperation. Our Black leadership, our Black community is protecting white supremacy. Shorty's Toilet Ornaments, Found Studios. Call it potty training politicians. People pay attention to dumbass shit. I'm the king of talking shit and I can back it up. I'm making toilets out of this right now. Local activist Dwayne Shorty Davis, famous for placing toilets around town as a form of protest, has crafted miniature toilet ornaments. He uses these proceeds to fill the need. I've been selling them at Found Studio for the last 3 years. That's the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. And that's the FCC. Because you got FCC violations. Y'all knowingly lied to the public about me. Ask Jack. Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle. I'm cashing out on this. That Stop Snitching video from 2006, like I said, we're going to play the tapes. I'm going to give you the good kind of trouble. That Martin Luther King type thing. It's the time to pee. Did you use the toilet? Man, I'm manufacturing toilets and building toilets for all of y'all. Question of the day. Did you use the toilet today? You can think about Shorty tomorrow. That's Dr. Kaye and Kwaisi and Fume. And that's me, Shannon Drive. That's Kwaisi and Fume. See the big picture here? Mr. Davis can be found on Facebook and X. I'm going to the House Judiciary Committee with this. You feel me? That's 2023. That's McFadden, Bush, and Miller. See the date? 80 days of session. I'd free a lot more if you knew you were slaves. I got a toilet for social media. And that's the Dr. Kaye toilet. She get the golden apple today. Everybody get a toilet. You wore the mask, remember, for Tyrone West? The founding member of the Baltimore Block. That's a movie release for the Karson Institute. We're going to coexist for 9 weeks. That's Dr. Kaye and that's Shorty. I already signed my movie release, but Dr. Kaye is part of the big picture here. We talking about the legacy of slavery. I'm still a slave. I'm fighting for my freedom. You feel me? And I did it through the legal lens. That's Runners for Justice. And that's the Supreme Court of the United States. All right? That's the Supreme Court of the United States. That's the Baltimore Black Arts District. And that's Mr. Worley. So let's turn the pages of justice. Freedom ain't never free. Freedom's something you got to fight for. You got my paperwork. Judge Badar got my paperwork. Remember that.